welcome everyone, Angela here. Today I'm going to welcome everybody new and old to my channel because we are going to do something really exciting in line with the Hearty Creations Crafting with a Purpose collaboration. This is a collaboration hosted by the lovely RachandBella Crafts, and it stars the special guest designers Edith from Scrapbooking with Me and Melina. So I hope that you're going to have fun and have had fun watching everybody. This started on the 1st. It runs until the 15th of June. All right, so there we go. There is a link tree in my description box. Every day you'll have 2 different people. They will be sharing a creation with you based on the prompt that they have chosen. So we are up to here now, and you would have seen all these lovely ladies so far. There's lots of wonderful people still to follow, so you've got an amazing lineup here. All right, I'm not going to go and focus on that any further because I'm sure you've heard it 9 times already. So I'm going to get on and show you some craft. Now, my inspiration, listen to me. My prompt was inspiration, or is inspiration. And I'm going to share that with you today. Now, I'm hoping to inspire all of you, but especially those of you that have watched months, maybe years, of different creators on YouTube or Instagram, and you've admired it, you really love it, you do it all the time, but you haven't taken the plunge yet. So I'm hoping what I do today is going to inspire you to do just that. So that's what I'm focusing on today. Now, the ladies have put together wonderful kits. I have chosen a selection from those. And so I'm going to run through the pages I'm using today, so that if you want to make my project, you can go and pause right now and go and print these off. So I think I've got it right. This is Melina's lovely words, and I love a word. So I'm using that. I'm going to do this really quickly. This is E's Ephemera page, so I'm going to use some bits from there. This is also one of E's journal pages, I think. Yeah. This is Rach's Ephemera page, so that's it. We're going to use that. I'm using her pocket pages, so all 4 of those. Then these are the pages that I'm going to actually use. So we're going to use this one. This is from Rach's journal pages. This one's from a journal page, but it's more background page. It's in her Ephemera folder. So is that one. And then this beautiful one. And these are gorgeous pages. This is from Melina's kit. That's from Rach's kit. Rach's kit. And Rach's kit. Right. All those pages are going to be used in this project. So there you go. Just so that you're wondering and not confusing for you, that's what you need to print out if you're going to follow along. And I do hope that you are inspired to make this today. Now let me show you very quickly what I have made. All right, so this is what I've made. It's a little monthly devotional journal, I'm calling it. All right, anybody can make this. And I'm hoping that if you're feeling brave, that you make this with me today. All right, so what I've done is I've put a topper on, and this I've based on Rach's video, where she created toppers for the front of journals, and that's what I did here. All right, so go and have a look at Rach's video, and then you'll know how to make that. We're not going to focus on that. I'm going to show you how to make the base of everything here. So I've got this little flower I've stuck on the front and some lace. This is those pages from her kit. I've taken 2 and sewn them together to make a cover. Just added some seam binding as a closure here. Yeah, I'll show you the back. There's the back. Right, so we've got our cover like that. We've got our little pockets over here. I love these, Melina, the beautiful words. And I've put in some of Rach's tags, so there we go, into that pocket. We've got a pocket over here, all right, with a lovely card from one of the, I've cut this large tag from one of Rach's pages, I think it's Rachel's, I might be wrong. And then I've just put in two little cards in here. All right. At the top here, I've got a nice big journal card. Yeah. And these, you can choose any of the pages. I haven't included those in the ones I've shown. On the back is card, and on the front here. My thinking is that if you use this every day to write your gratitude journal, devotional journal, whatever your daily journal, you could perhaps have certain inspirational quotes or verses that you could write on the back here, and these can all be taken out when you go and sit for some quiet time. Right, so we have got a couple of pockets at the top here, if I can fit it back in. Then over the page we've got another little pocket. Love these little fussy cuts. Two little cards again in there, and little flip out pockets here, again just with little cards that I've put in. Little bits of ribbon here and there. Love the colors in here. Some nice writing space. Added a little fussy cut there. Another big journal card at the top there. Turn it over, and then over here I've got well over a month's supply of tea stain pages I've stuck in here. Now, if you don't know how to tea stain pages, or you don't like to tea stain pages, I do actually have a digital which I use a lot. I did go and make these last night, especially for this because I ran out. But I have been using my digital, which is a tea stain page. So you know you don't have to have the mess if you don't want to. You've got plenty of space here. My thinking is with some of Melina's prompts and words, I've stuck one on here, and it might be something you want to write about, or any inspirational quotes that you find. I love inspirational quotes, so I use them a lot. You could stick them on or write a quote out, but there we go. So this is all plain pages. It's writing space for you to do whatever you want, and this is the writing section. Then on the other side we've got another big journal card that goes in there. Turn that over, another pocket with two little cards again, right, and then I've made a little pocket there with some more little cards and tags from Rach's kit. And then at the top here we've got a nice big, love that picture, tag that goes in there. All right, over the page you've got a little pocket over there which I made, and then over here a last little pocket, and there you have it. So you've got everything you need. My thinking is you could sit for your time alone, take out all your large cards with maybe photographs or verses or inspirational quotes, whatever you like. Have those all out in front of you, turn to your page, and then write whatever it is that you're wanting to write in your journal that day. So that's really what it's about. All right, and it looks complicated, but I promise you it's not. So we are going to go and work on that straight away. All right, so the very first thing that you want to do is go and cut out all the little tags. So all of these, I back mine onto a plain page. I always use my cream lace paper. I find it's 160 GSM or 65 pound weight. It just gives it a nice robust feel. They don't curl or anything, and they last. Some of them I've stamped in an eyelet. I didn't actually sew around them, and have those all ready. So that's your first job. And then go and cut out, I cut out a load of these, but I also am going to use, and just get to the very first page, on this sheet here I cut out all of those and all of those. All right, nothing else for this page, for this project. Okay, so that's what you want to do, and then we're going to start with making the cover. All right, so the cover requires the following two pages. You want this page, and you want this page. All right, this goes on the outside, this goes on the inside, and we're just going to stick them together. So let's move that out the way. All right, so that's the very first thing that you want to do. Just take that. I'm using my glue stick because I will go and stitch around the edge. But of course, guys, you do not have to do that. If you're not going to stitch, I would suggest just using a wet glue rather than a glue stick. So like your Bailey Arts or your Fabric Tack or whichever it is that you like to use. Okay, right, so we just want to get this one on top of that one on there nicely. Okay, just take your bone folder and get that nice right. Now, what I am going to do ever so quickly is I'm going to just distress this like that, not too much, and I am going to just stitch around the edge. This is now a nice firm cover for us and will do the job perfectly. You've got a nice strong cover to house everything. We don't need to trim it or anything like that. Okay, now guys, it doesn't matter if you're using US letter or A4 size. Mine is A4. It's all going to work together as you will see. All right, so there we've got that. Let me go and stitch this together and I will be right back. Okay, so I've just stitched around there really simply. I've inked on both sides, and you will see on the underside that you get like these lots of little holes. Now all you do is take your bone folder, you will have seen me do this on my channel before, and you just run it over those holes, give it a firm press. You might need to do it all at once if you don't have a heavy hand, and just press those holes down and they will go away. A bit like strawberry legs on your legs, you know. And you use an exfoliator and they're all gone. Same thing. All right, so there we go, all done, and that does look a lot better, don't you think? Look at that. Okay, right, now this is the right side with the writing here. I'm going to just fold this in half. Okay. Grab your bone folder. To all the beginners, if there's one tool you buy and one alone, let it be this. All right, everything else you can do with a pair of scissors and a ruler. Okay, so we've got our cover and it's pretty much done. The only thing that you want to do is go and watch Rach's video. I put a piece of fabric underneath, yeah. I've used her wood grain background there, some of her stripes. I've used a bit of trim and lace and put on one of her toppers. So very similar to what she gives you, different options with the lace, etc. And I will be sticking that, we can do it right now, on the top over there. And place it over there like that. Now, as long as I've got it straight, there we go. There we go. And then the only other thing we'll do, which is I've taken 2 flowers. These are my flat hydrangea petals from my shop. I do these. So I've just taken the cerise pink with the mid pink and the pink with the cream, 2 together, stuck them with the baby one, and I'm going to just put that over there. All right, now you might want to take something a little firm. I'm not quite sure what it is yet. Probably my diary, and I'm going to just put it on the top there to keep all of this nice and flat. You know, I always go for my Yankee candle for when I want something to be kept nice and firm. There we go. So we've got the Yankee candle there. Right, what I'm going to do very quickly now is I'm going to cut those out, that bit there. So go and cut those out. Go and cut most of these out. I want this one, this one, this one, this one, and these 2. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's everything that I need. Okie dokie. So I have just cut out those and inked them. I didn't have the small one, so I've just used any one to cut that out. I put them all together and cut them out together. So just use what you have. And if you don't have a punch, use like your glue or something that's got a circle that you can just draw with your pencil and use your scissors. All right, so we've got those 4 cut out. I've cut out the little fussy cuts, one of the roses, this one here from E's Fussy Cuts. I tore this out with my fingers, which is the one with the typewriter on. Cut out that full row of little words from Melina's, and then this from Rach's. All right, so we're good to go there. Now, next thing I want to do and tell you about really quickly is to grab these 3 papers. This is beside the papers, well, 2 of them, sorry. These 2 I forgot to mention. So this is a background page from E's kit. It's in her add-on and Ephemera, I think. And this one here is one of Rach's. And we're going to use this one, which I showed you earlier, just to make some quick pocket envelope goodies. All right, now what I've done here is I've used my templates. Now my templates are very reasonable. They're pattern pieces. They actually, let me show you. You get a piece of paper. This isn't one of these, but it looks like this and it tells you what it is. I then just trace that onto some card, even file folder, cereal box, whatever, just to make it thicker and firmer because I draw around them. All right, so that's what it is. So I've got my exciting envelopes one here, which are these 2, and I think this one's from Templates 2, digitals, or there is a printed option as well. All right, so I just want to take these very quickly. I'm going to take this one and place it over here. This is how easy it is to work with templates, which I love doing. Right, you just take your pencil and you draw around your template like that, and then I will just go and cut it out. You can, it's probably easier to draw it on the back, it's easier to see, but I'm used to it. This piece here we use for a tag, so hang on to that. So I'll go cut that out. Then you're going to take the envelope 3, I call it my mini CD, and I wanted to use this page here from E, and again just put it up to the edge like that. It's just less corners, sides to cut, isn't it? And then just with your pencil you just draw around it like that and go and cut that one out. All right, you just need one of those. And then this one here we're going to fold in half. So let's just fold that in half. And that's because I want 2. So I'm going to put it around, let's put it close to that edge there. All right, so we'll put it there and there. And then just draw around it. This one I think is from Templates 2. It's the mini pocket without the flap. I think there's also one with a flap, and then go and cut that out. All right, so I will do that quickly and be right back. Okay, so I've cut this out. I've just scored along the lines. And with this one, I want to just grab my glue. The top flap, so where the hat is, I'm going to just stick that flap right down. We're not cutting it off. We're making a pocket that's going to reinforce the little edge. This one, we want to put glue on the top of this flap. Like that. Stick that. And then we want to stick this down, but just go with this one along the edge here. Oh, not very straight, but it doesn't matter. And then here. All right. Okay. Now, like me, because I've done that with the glue, I just want to take my bone folder and make sure that that fits. There we go. Let it aerate a little bit. Okay, with this one, I've folded it up. This is the mini CD sort of thing. All right, so I want to, again, it opens like that. I want to stick that flap down so that this one's plain, so any one of the flaps really. Well, top or bottom. Okay, then we'll stick some glue on there. Like that. And then with this one, we can just put a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue there. Okay, that's the top, so that's fine. Okay, so there you've got that one like that. And then with these, I've folded them together just by matching those two edges there. Yeah, all right, so with these, you just want to glue two sides. You want to glue, not the flap, you want to glue there and there. Okay, not the flap. So just close that over, that'll sort that out there. We're going to use the flap to attach them. Okay, so that's these two. All right, so we're getting along nicely. Okay guys, this one you want to back onto some card, trim it down, and I just trimmed it down to fit into this pocket here. All right, so it's perfect as far as width is concerned, but it's just a bit long. So I think I took off the first row there and a little bit off the bottom. Okay, so that will be the tag. With the these two little pockets that we made, we've got this left over. Keep this because I did use this to decorate some places. All right, so hang on to that. Right, now what I want to do is show you how I went about making the actual 4 pages like this. All right, so I'll show you how I do it. Now you can do this with anything you like. Now I made myself a little template and I'm going to show you how to go about it. So let me just grab one of these pages here. Right, so I'm grabbing one of these pages just to show you what I did, and then you can go and get a cereal box or something and do the same thing. This makes it really easy and great when you're wanting to do this again and again. Now we've got 4 pages to cut, and that's why I've done it. So I'm going to move, I took my page, all right, and I'm just doing this to give you the measurements so that you can get an idea. Now it doesn't have to be precise measurements, because if you make yourself a template, then it's going to be the same for every piece of paper. You're going to need 4 of these. So this one is about 3/4 of an inch. You can make it as little as 1/2 inch, right? So that is 15 mil, I think. 3/4 of an inch. Yeah, it's about 15 mil. Just checking that side, and I think it's about, yeah, 3/4 of an inch. There or thereabouts, guys. So let's go with that. And then what I did was I cut off a card. So you start off with a card the same size as your paper, and then just cut off 15 mils off your card. All right. Then what I did was just get the measurement here. It's also about the same. So it's about 1/2 inch, which is about 12 mils, all right? And I drew a line right across my card, all right? This is before I cut it off. Then what I did was, with the this bit here, and deciding that I wanted to make that my little flappy bit, I hope this is making sense, I went and I folded along the bit that's cut off on my template. All right, gosh, I hope that's straight. Is it? Looks like it. Okay, so you've got your flat bit here. Let's do it upright so it makes it easier. Now with your paper, you want to fold it in half up to that edge bit there. Okay. Open it up, and then you want to then measure your 1/2 inch. So let's just do it here, which I think is like there, and that's where you want to draw a line up to the fold line. So my fold line is here, all right, and I'll draw it in because I'm going to cut it off anyway, all right, and then that's 1/2 inch. Now, not on the flap side. Is that right? Think. Yeah, not on the side with the flap, but the other side. Draw that line in. Okay. With the other side, we're going to score that line, so we can do that. Okay. Now, right, so there's the fold line. Cut up to the fold line. Right, so that's my fold line. And then what you want to do is you want to just angle that like that. And over here, you want to angle it here. Now remember, you have only got your template going up to that point, so you want to do that. All right, and then that bit will cut off, so you want to go like that, and you want to go like that. Okay, and over here, I think I drew it on the other side. Yeah, you wanted to angle it like that. Okay, so that's what you've got. 3/4 of an inch in, fold line, fold, a 1/2 an inch, I think it is, fold. Okay, so that's what you've got there. And then you've got your fold line where that meets up there. So I did that with a template. So there we go. Gosh, well, what have I done? Okay, like that. Then I could just go like this, and then my pencil, and like this. So I'll show you now. Right, so we've got our flap there, we've got that bit there. This needs to turn this way, yeah, and then you want to fold this over that way. So I'm going to show you quickly with another piece of paper. Okay, so let's do that with the next piece of paper. Well, this one's going to be done as well. All right, so we've got this one here as well. So we're going to take this, we're going to buff it up on this edge, so like that. I'm going to take my bone folder, go straight the way down. I want to trim that off, so the bits I do with my pencil get trimmed off. All right, so those bits there and there, and then this you can just draw straight across like that. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Guys, I hope I haven't confused you. Right, so we've got those two. Okay, we need to do 2 more. So we've got the lady, this one, so these 2 as well. All right, so what you want to go and do now is you want to put some of these together. So I'm just checking in my book here. So I've got this one on the outside, and you want to link it with the one on the front side, which is this one. All right, so you want to keep in mind that you want the openings at the top and the flaps at the bottom. All right, flaps at the bottom, openings at the top. And what we want to do is we want to yeah, get that one like that, so the flaps are together. Yeah, all right, so flaps at the bottom, yeah, like that. So these flaps together here, these flaps together there. And what we're going to do is bend that one up, get some glue on it, be brave, and you want to tuck that corner into the bottom corner there. All right, so we want to get that there, and we want to get the top there. So just slide it down a bit so you've got it matching at the top. It could have gone down a little bit more, but that's all right. Okay, so you've got that flap stuck there and this flap stuck here. Okay, now that flap, these two flaps are at the bottom, and this flap, sorry, we've stuck that one there just on the inside of that one's bend. Now we're going to turn that over and we're going to stick this one onto this one. Now this is very similar to how I put my mini journals together, if you recall. Right, so that's what we're doing. Right, so we've got that there. Now you can bend that flap up. We can put some glue on it like that, and then you want to put some glue, and then lift up this piece, hold that down with your bone folder if you feel more comfortable, and then just get that stuck over like that. Okay, turn it around, same procedure, get that stuck over there, and get it nice and flat. Okay, now you'll see I have gone slightly over there, so all I'm going to do, not that it really matters, sleepless nights and I'll have to get up and fix it. All right, so that's what we did with that one. Just let it dry for the minute. You've got both your pockets at the top now. Yeah. All right, so for the second set you want to do the same thing. You've got your flaps together over here, the openings over there, and the bottom flaps like this. Now you also want to gather your two little envelopes for when we turn it over. All right, so again, put some glue onto this flap here, and then lift that one up and fit it into the groove where the bottom flap is. So that fold line there should match, and then you want to get it in line with the bottom, so that one, they're fitting into each other there. All right, and then you want to just get that stuck down. Yeah. Now for this one, you've got this one on the side. Just go and put some glue on that flap there. All right, so there's that side. Turn it over. Now we're going to stick this flap down. Yeah, so you can do that one. It's easier once you've done the first one, I will say. All right, so we've got that down. Now before we go and do anything, we want to go and attach these two little ones. Now, if I recall, that's going to stick down there. So what you want to do is you want to get these two with their flaps as far or as close apart as you choose. So you get them stuck down like that. All right, so let's do that. So that's just this flappy part here. I'm going to just make sure it sits nice and flat like that, and then I'll put the other one, glue on the underside. Let's just see, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go with that there like that, stick that over. Okay, there we go. You've got this. You can do it, guys, you can. Just pause the video as I'm going. if you're not sure of something. Right, we've got some glue down the side there. We want glue on this flap again. And then you want to take this. It's probably best to, I like to just press that in with my bone folder and then drop it down. Just checking that I've got it at that side of the fold. Here we go. Take your bone folder and give that a nice burnish. Hopefully it's looking all right. Yeah, okay. And then what we want to do now is we just want to take that, neat it up. Probably not the right time to do this because nothing's really set. And it all just went pop, 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 I felt, but that's okay because I'm going to just smudge it down now. You know, give these things time to dry, guys, to be honest. Okay, so you've got your two flip-flap flops over there. We are going to put in a couple of these. So just going to use my circle punch and put in, oh, that went straight down my top. Too much information. And again. Right, so we've got that there like that. And then I also wanted to do that in the top here. So I'm going to do this with the first one. Like that. Gosh, bingo all the way. I'm going to have a pile of paper. Now I've just closed that there because I want it in the same place. Just gives me a guide. And if you want them in exactly the same place for the others, just make sure you are doing it at the top with the opening and not at the bottom. You know, I can see that happening. And then just go like that and just draw it because you've got using the one as a template. Here we go. And then we can do exactly the same here. Oh, it's the rubbish bin. That's what the big noise is. Oh, that was my skin. Right, there we go. So we've got all of those done. Now I haven't inked anything at this point, but you know, I can always catch up and do that. Right, on these little ones now that are open on this side, just take your glue and put a little bead of glue over there. I'll try and angle it so you can see. Just pop it like that. Oops, not so much. And just close that up so those pockets are closed. All right, there we go. All right, so there you can see how it's all coming together. Right, so now we can go and decorate the various elements. So I'm going to just open them up like this, move that out of the way, show you where I'm putting everything. So the first thing I want to do is take this. I'm putting glue on the back. Let me just think. Not on this side. So you want glue on there, glue here, and glue here. All right, and then that's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3. So you've got a tuck spot here. The Yankee candle. Right. So we've got this little one here, and that one effectively goes on the back opposite this. All right. So you want it the opening at the top. So just put your thumb in there and get some glue on the rest of it. You could make this a tuck spot as well if you wanted to. That's better. All right, so as far as the pockets go, I've just put what I am sticking on each one. I won't be boring you with the sticking, but I cut out, remember I said to you, the little pieces that were over from the small pockets here. Yeah. I've just cut strips of that to make like washi for 2 of these. So that's what I've done there. They are just well, about 3/4 of an inch wide. So I'm going to stick that down first, then one of the fussy cuts on top there, and I'm going to use this loving, but I'm just tucking it under like that. Here's the same thing for the stripe and the polka dot one, and I'm using the 2 flowers like that. Then with the blue striped, I've got the little blue boy. I love him. And then we were created lovingly. I'm putting that there. And then the pink one, I've got the lovely bow with the puppy. I just love that. And then I've got thankful, which I'll be sticking there. All right. Then as far as this page is concerned here, I had a strip of striped paper, which I have just, this one's 2 inches wide, and I've added a little bit and just tucked it round to reinforce that edge there. So I've cut it to size, and that's going to be a tuck spot for the 4 tags that go in there. So I've just taken a strip of the washi paper, so scrap, the blue, and I think it is, and I'm going to just stick that on there with the door at the bottom. I love the door. And then I'm going to put hopeful, just that, like that. All right, let me go and stick those down and into the journal, and I will join you momentarily. Okay, so I have stuck all the pockets down. Here's the one with the stripes on the inside cover and the polka dots on the back cover. So that's there. Then I've stuck the rose onto here and joyful across that pocket, but it's still a pocket, but it keeps it nice and firm. Stuck on the blue pocket here with those bits. I've added the key and the bird like I did in my other one, so those are great. And then on this page here, I'm going to put this fussy cut. So let's get that down quickly. Fussy cuts. So you've got such a lovely collection to have a look at everything. You can't go wrong. There we go. So we've got that all glued up, ready to go in, and I'm going to just angle it slightly. There we go. Perfect. Right, so that's for that page, and then this page here, I hand tore that out from Edith's page with the typewriter. Some glue there, and I just wanted to put this here. I love this quote. One day I was given so many blessings, I cannot even begin to count them all. Isn't that the truth? Right. There we go. And then here's this pocket. And then this is where I've stuck the little tuck spot where I put in 4 tags there. So I love that. Added this bit to the pocket here, and got glue all over me. And then this, as I said, was the back pocket. So you're ready now to put all that ephemera in. Now I haven't cut out all the tags, but I've done different ones for this, so I'm just giving you some good ideas. So with the quotes and everything, you've got amazing tags to go into these pockets here. And as I said, you can stick photos of the family on them. You can put your favorite Bible verses on them, or inspirational quotes that you've seen. I love inspirational quotes, and I have on my Pinterest page, I've got, I think, 6,000 of ones that sort of spoke to me. So yeah, it was quite a lot. I'm not faffing with this now. I'll show that to you at the end. Right, the last little bit for this is to put in the papers, and I just want to show you ever so quickly how I did that. So I've taken tea stain pages. As I said, if you don't like making tea stain paper, I do have a tea stained digital, tea stained Avo and less pages, so you can go and do that if you want. I made these last night quickly. I've got 8 sheets, so all you want to do is fold them in half and then just interleave them with each other like that. I've used 120 GSM paper. It does shrink slightly when you tea stain the paper, but I like it a bit firm. Now that one's got a little bit of a notch, that doesn't matter. We're going to do some trimming on that. Okay, so what you want to do is tap this to get it to the bottom, and then just make sure that they are as close as they possibly can be. All right, probably with your ruler is better. And then what I did was I took one of these, and I've just this is the one that goes in the middle, and I've fitted it in the paper like that, and then I've just drawn the outer edge here because I don't want anything to exceed the edge of my paper. All right, so I've got that there, that goes back there, and now you can see I've got lines. And then this is a job best done standing up, but we'll try and do it not standing up. Right, so I take my craft knife, and this is where a craft knife is amazing. Right, and then you want to just hold your metal ruler. Don't do this with a plastic ruler. It'll shave the plastic off it. Maybe your fingers. You can draw this with your scissors or use your trimmer if that's what you prefer doing. So I've got that there. Turn that around. Right, so now you get your middle of your journal. Look at that, perfect fit. You want to grab this all in here and then centralize it. I'm going to make mine a little bit lower just because of the tags sticking out. All right, but that's personal preference. And then what you're going to do is put in your 5-hole pamphlet stitch, which I'm not going to show you here now because of time, and I'm sure you know how to do it. If you don't, I do have videos to show you how to do this. Okay, so I've just stuck a word on there now because I thought it looked good. I've put in my eyelets and some seam binding. I've used 2 different pinks, which I thought looked really nice. And then, yeah, put in my tags. I just need to put in the other bits now, which I haven't done yet. So, yeah, I've got a couple of them here, but I need to put some ribbon on them. So, yeah, that's everything that you really need to know there. I've sewn that in. It's perfectly fitted to those pages there. And then this is the part where you can have some fun and either put them in a little pocket somewhere, or an envelope and tuck them in, or go and stick them on the bottom each day or beforehand, whichever you feel is better for you. Your quote or your verse or whatever the inspiration is that you need for that day, which I think is really lovely. So I'll carry on and put in my other little taggy bits. I think this video is long enough, and just go to the beginning again of the flip through that I showed you. It'll be exactly the same, and then you can just put whatever closure. Look how nice it looks with the different pinks. I really like that. Okay, so we've got that one, and then we've got this one, and that, I hope, inspires you to go and give this a go. Of course, this can be done in any theme, so it doesn't matter. But what a great gift to give to somebody, one of your good friends. You know, it doesn't take very long to make. I think the longest part of it was working it out for me. But once you've done that, I think I'm going to have to put a word over here as well. I'm not sure I want to put that one, but we'll see. And go and give it. This has just got all its tags in, so it's a bit chunkier. It's more flatter when you don't put the ribbons and that in. But I think these make great gifts for friends, special friends, or for yourself, because, you know, this is not a huge size. You could fit this easily into your handbag or something and take it with you on holiday, and then you have everything that you need for your daily reflections. Okay, everyone, go and have a look at everybody else's videos. In the collaboration, there is a long list, and you'll find all the details for that in the Linktree. So go and have a look at that below in the video below. And look out for all the people taking part. My partner today is Betty's Custom Designs, so she's doing Hope, so I'm excited to see what she's got to share, and then all the other ladies and gentlemen will be following along. If you're going to the retreat this following week on Monday, I look forward to seeing you there. Don't know what I'm doing yet or anything, but I'll get there one job at a time. I think that's my motto this week. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye bye.